Liverpool be everybody. Well, interesting game, man. I mean, first half definitely had all the glitz and the glamour. The second half, it just seemed like guys ran out of steam, and were being too careful, too cautious, um, instead of keeping that momentum. I'd say that was probably the case for both teams overall. I think both teams matched each other blow for the first half, more or less. And, in the second half, it was like somebody put a pin to a balloon and all the air went out. It's the best way I can describe it. Disappointed for sure. One, because I wanted to act a fool today after the game and take a couple shots at a particular City fan that I mentioned, but I'd have to be for saved for another day. Um, that last set piece, I don't know what the hell's going on there. This is an experienced team. The communication needs to be better. For that to be literally the last kick of the game, and you see Klopp is after the whistle's blown, he's yelling at people, but it's too late. Then that just makes no sense to me. I don't know. It seems like Milner was trying to get certain people up the field to join the attack. I don't know what. Maybe they were doing it to try to catch City off. I don't know what it was. I hope that was the case because if not, that's just very amateur, almost in my opinion. For that to be the last kick of the game, you do everything you do to get the last kick of the game. Great location, and that's what you come up with. That's hard to take. There's double disappointment because we look like we may be missing Trent. Look, it's probably a good thing that the international break is coming up, so I'll probably hold my horses on that. We'll see what Klopp says after the game. But that's just not good. And then, look, as good as a servant as Milner has been, he's just not going to get anywhere near that. And that's a problem. The way we play in a game like that that's tight, you need that creativity from that right side, from that fullback position. And you're just not going to get it. I mean, there was so many times where Mane and other guys are making runs and Milner just kind of tucked it around and recycled. It's just, I'm not knocking him forward. It's just that's the situation we're in. When Trent goes down, Milner's our backup. If we were looking better in terms of bodies for center back, you can see a Gomez going there. But these guys are playing a lot of football, and it's just a matter of time for these things before these things happen. He was going in for or tracking back from a break that City got, and you saw him kind of hobble a little bit, and he sat down, and that was it. So that's added on to this disappointment of the result. I was happy to see Shaqiri early. That was a good move from Klopp, in my opinion. Just trying to move my mic. I know sometimes I have that mic hiss when it hits up against my beard, but I'll try not to do that. But yeah, I thought that was a good change. He would probably be the first guy I was thinking of, obviously, because what he's been doing lately. And Shaqiri did some good things today. Gave the ball away a couple times as well, but he was good. He was physical. He won some of the balls back. I thought Genie was amazing today. I thought Genie was absolutely incredible. Track and pack and breaking up play, nutmegging dudes. I mean, I just thought he was everywhere today, and that was big, particularly playing in that 4-2-3-1 that we were playing, and we needed, our midfield to stand up. And I think for the most part we did. Again, it's disappointing, and again, to concede that goal in the first half, it's just as hard to take as that last set piece, because Liverpool are better than that, and it's just I think Matip had a good game. I think overall we played a pretty good game overall. I mean, I thought defensively we were good for them, besides that goal they scored. But I mean, okay, it's City, that can happen, and look, it's football. You can concede goals and things of that nature, but when you concede goals like that, and then you get to the end of the game and the result is a result, I can't help but to be salty about that, because I think we're a better team than them. I think they had some good performances as well. I thought Cancelo was really good. I thought the other fullback Walker was decent. They were probably just as good defensively. Both teams had some moments, chances here and there. I thought De Bruyne would probably connect with that shot he had in the second half that gets pulled wide left. So it was a disappointing second half to say the least. And yeah, look, I'm not. It's not for me. It's not really about the fact that we missed out on an opportunity to go top of the table before the break. Most of the teams up in that area won't be there at the end of the season. We know that. So I'm not really tripping off that. And at the end of the day, if you can't win it, you got to get the point, and we did that. So that's something to be happy of. Jota had some moments today, but again, this is people kept saying, and I try to tell people, and look, I'm just as happy as everyone else to see the form that Jota is in. But this is football. Like, these things happen. Just because he had a great game in midweek and he's been coming off the bench and doing well, doesn't mean the same thing will happen in this game. I wanted the 4-3-3. I don't look. We'll never know if that would have been better or not. I don't think the 4-2-3-1 left us too stretched, maybe in moments, but I don't think that we suffered with that formation. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Look, Jota probably deserved to start today, and he got it. And look, I'm fine with that. Definitely not gonna rip him for anything today. I thought he was decent. I thought Firmino looked okay in some moments as well. Mane was Mane in moments, but he was kind of taken out of the game. I think, you get into these physical battles with certain players, and I think a lot of times that's somehow has the ability to take you out of the game mentally. And I think Mane can sometimes be caught up in that. But to me, it's about the midfielders today. I thought they were really, really good and defensively for me, which I'm proud about. A lot of times we're talking about the attacking dudes getting goals and finding avenues and space to create and allow us to enjoy our football. But today I thought Gini and Hendo really stepped up. And I said that the 3-1 we had against them last season, if they played the way they played that game, we'd win. We didn't win, but we a point is not a bad result away to City. We haven't won there in a while, so of course it would have been a good win. And just in general, no matter who we played today, it would have been good to just get another win. But I'm just glad we didn't lose the game. I'm glad that De Bruyne missed that damn penalty, because this could have been a different post-match. But I am disappointed. And as well as we played overall, particularly in the first half, both teams, I'd say, there was something missing in that second half, and that just disappoints me. You got to bring it in the game like that. And these two teams, and I said this before the game, a couple of days before the game when I gave some thoughts about it. This game had a draw written all over it to me. I didn't know if it'd be a low-scoring draw. I didn't think it'd be 0-0. Ended up 1-1, and that's around the 60th minute, maybe 75-minute mark in the game. You kind of felt like this is probably what it's going to be, unless some team gets a spark somewhere, and neither team really got that. They brought on Bernardo Silva. It looks like at one point they were going to bring on Foden. That didn't happen. We brought on Milner because of the injury to Trent, and then obviously Shaqiri. So who knows if Trent stays on? Do we still bring Milner on? Do we bring on Origi? I noticed Minamino wasn't even on the roster or on the team sheet. I'm not really sure what that's about. But look, all in all, it's an uneasy feeling. There's some moments that I'm really, really proud about, and some things that I'm highly disappointed about that I've mentioned. So let me know what you guys think. And we go on. We enjoy, or try to enjoy, 2 weeks, however long it is for the national break. It's just always rough going into a international break with a result like this. I know it's not a loss, but it's just you're so anxious to get back to it. And we got Leicester next. So we'll see what they're really made of against the top team. So anyway, that's me for me. That's me for now. That's me for now. Gonna watch some of this Arsenal and Aston Villa game. Try to get my mind off of the disappointment of this result, and enjoy the rest of my weekend. Hope you guys do the same. I will see you soon.